Hello, 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 ladies, gentlemen, others. How are you all doing today? I hope the answer is amazing. It is your fellow Kuro here, guys, and today, for you, I have episode 19 of our PvP Clip of the Week series. If you are new around here, let me go ahead and explain to you guys how this works. Every week, I sort through clips that are sent to me from every platform, every server, every class, every playstyle. Then I bring them here, we watch them, we talk about them, we enjoy them as a nice family activity, and then you guys have the power to head over to my YouTube community page where you can vote on who you think had the best clip this week. Last week's winner was Nice Gaming, or as we like to call him, Nice Gaming. So his clip has been playing since the video began. If you want to check it out, it's on his channel. It's in last week's clip of the week, so go check it out. And we do also, for those of you who enjoy the series, have a playlist that is just the clip of the week if you guys feel like binging, because I promise you there is a lot of good stuff to check out. And if you don't want to miss any episodes going forward, don't forget to sub to the channel and hit that bell icon so you literally could never miss an upload. And while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me too? I would be honored if you would. Lastly, if you guys want to get involved in this by sending in your own clips to be considered for a spot on an episode, you can figure out how to do so down in the description. Please, I would love to have you guys. I want to get all kinds of clips from all kinds of players and just involve more of the community in this thing. So do not be shy to send in a clip, okay? But anyway, guys, I know I'm talking a lot. That's over. We're done with that. We're gonna go ahead and get into this. Let's watch some people get fed some dirt. Let's talk about it. Let's have some fun. Coming on into our first clip, we have SdG Xandi playing the Stamina DK on the Xbox, and he's going to show us just how this class is meant to be played, or at least what it's capable of when you mix it up and play a setup that is a little bit out of the norm, which he has definitely got going on here with the misform, with the spin to win, all that good stuff. He's going to go ahead and come up the hill here, engage on the first two guys he sees, bringing one of them down very, very low with just his dot up, catching him with the fossilize there, trying to catch him with the spins, and instead catching some collateral damage, bringing down one guy, and following up with the leap on the guy he was trying to kill at the start. Now looking to his right, he sees a few more guys coming over the crest of that hill, and he's going to go ahead and just get ready to give him a pounding, dotting up the first guy he sees, catching him with the fossilize, trying to finish him off with the spins, but it's just not quite enough. He takes some pressure and has to respond, getting his heals up. Unfortunately for that sorcerer, he doesn't seem to have any heals on his bar, so he cannot do the same, trying to get away at low health until he does eventually get his skull caved in from behind by a nice take flight. So now Xandi's going to go ahead and get his buffs back up, try to get some dots up on these fellas, trying to catch this Nightblade that keeps going into stealth until he notices this Stamplar with his ultimate and overextend just enough for him to be able to come through, finish him off with the Beyblade, letting it rip and bringing him on down. Now he turns around, sees a couple guys rezzing. One fella is hanging out at low health instead of healing himself up before the res. Obviously he pays the price for that, gets leapt and dies, goes ahead and bashes the second res, gets the dots up on him, and then of course gets the dots up on some other guys. This guy is not healing himself, he's going to catch the spin, he's going to go down. Now I'm going to go ahead and bash yet another res because these guys are absolutely hellbent on getting their friends back in the fight. Understandable, but Xandi is not having any of that. Has a very, very nice Flames of Oblivion proc along with his leap there and almost secures a kill on whatever class this guy is. He has done nothing but light attack the entire fight, so I have no idea what he's been playing, but hey, what are you gonna do? Bashing the reses a couple times, make sure that guy doesn't get back up, and then chasing down the low health target here with the dots, just letting the dots do the rest of the work for him because he doesn't seem to know how to heal, and goes ahead and secures that kill. Now he's going to just kind of pick a target here, he's going to get his Flames of Oblivion back up. This guy immediately goes on to the res, catch him with the fossilize, a lot of damage there, almost bringing him down with the Flames of Oblivion proc, but he is a mag Templar, so he's going to spam Breath of Life as many times as it takes for him to not die. And not dying is what just seems to be kind of in the cards for him at this moment, because Xandi somehow keeps managing to throw himself off of the small hill at maximum velocity, ruining all of his openings that he has on the Templar, and it really sucks to see. But at this point, a friendly Templar shows up and helps Xandi mop up the last two kills, coming on in here with the Purifying Light and the topple, chasing down the Nightblade while Xandi puts some pressure into the enemy Templar. They both go ahead and finish off the Nightblade together, and now on to the Templar once again as a team here, just putting the pressure into him and bringing him on down, and that is the end of Xandi's clip. Coming on into clip number 2, we have ThimOfWar, I'm assuming is how it's pronounced. Could be Tim, I really don't know. But anyway, he is bringing us some Stamina Nightblade PvP gameplay here in IC, and he's going to be fighting against a group that just refuses to quit. He's going to go ahead and get here in some nice little LOS, a nice little choke point, trying to get a nice ult dump on the group here. Boom, big fat soul tether, bringing down one guy, taking an enemy ult to the face before he's able to capitalize on the rest of that damage and having to go on the defense here. There's going to be a lot of pressure coming his way in just a moment here, but he's going to go ahead and heal right on through it because he is quite a tanky boy. Even when he gets bursted down very low, he does manage to make great use of his mobility and his healing to stay alive. He's going to go ahead and separate himself from the group, rebuff, and just get ready for the next offense here. They got back up the guy that he already killed, which is no bueno, but it's okay. He's going to be able to deal with it. Comes around the corner here, charging up a couple of preemptive heavy attacks just to get some extra stamina sustain in, getting the heals up, and then again back onto the kiting just to make sure he has the best open up on this group, the best engagement that he can possibly get. He takes a bit of pressure there with the leap, but he turns around again with a nice big fat soul tether, starts spinning, brings down one, tries to bring down another one, but again his burst is interrupted short by a bad stun. Follows up with a couple of surprise attacks and a nice bow to the teeth there, not able to bring down the target unfortunately, and he's going to have to get back onto the kiting once again. There's going to be a lot of kiting in this clip, but that's because this group is not messing around. They are putting in a lot of pressure to our friend here, and he's just kind of taking it on the chin. He's healing through it and he's doing his thing, you know. Goes ahead and drops a big fat Dawn Breaker on the group, bringing down two guys there with the combo, with the spins, all that good stuff. Turns around here, bashes the res on the stairs. No thank you, sir, that is not allowed. Turns back around onto the Mag DK here, who is, I don't even know what the Mag DK is doing. He's struggling. That's what he's doing. He's doing his best, actually. That's more accurate. Anyway, he goes ahead and hits him with a leap there, interrupts his damage, and then that gives them long enough to get the Stamina Templar back on his feet. Unfortunately for the Stamina Templar, Thim does happen to have yet another soul tether, and he's going to just chase down the Stamplar while he has that dot on him. But the Mag DK comes back from behind, putting a massive amount of pressure onto Thim and just keeping him from being able to secure that kill until the Stamplar decides to just do nothing but jab and not heal in any way, just absolutely leaving himself there as a sitting duck, catching the spin and taking a dirt nap. Now on to the Mag DK. Thim is going to have a nice little 1v1 for a moment here with him while taking some random light attacks from up top, but that's not too bad. It's just kind of annoying. Queuing up the combo here, big heavy attack into the Dawnbreaker and a massive bow, absolutely turning his forehead into a no-head and removing him from the fight, and then back again onto the kiting. Now Stamplar has gotten back onto his feet again, and the tank has now gotten the Mag DK back up again because he just refuses to let his comrades die. I do understand, I do respect it. You know, you gotta be, someone has to make sure that everyone makes it home okay, because it's not a fun phone call to have to make when you lose a friend in war. You gotta tell his wife about it, you gotta tell his kids, you may end up becoming the stepdad. It's really awkward. It becomes kind of an awkward rom-com drama movie. We've all seen them. You know, you guys seen Shooter? Basically the same thing. It happens all the time, apparently. Now, he's back onto the kiting. He's going down the stairs here, trying to bring the group around because he has a nice big ultimate ready. But a warden does put down the trees on the corner there, so anything he could have done was not going to be worth it there for a moment because there's going to be a lot of healing power on that corner. So he's going to go ahead and try to locate that warden, finds him, almost absolutely friggin' insta-dunks him there with a 15k bow, but he does get stunned before he's able to capitalize and hit him with the execute. But that's fine. He's going to go ahead and get back down the stairs. That provoked them just enough to get them all to come down here and stack. Here is the big fat soul tether. Boom. Going to start spinning, bringing down one guy. The Mag DK is going to hold block and try to coagulating blood through it, but it's not going to be enough because our friend's going to queue up a heavy attack there. Boom. Here is the fat bow with the medium weave stun and the spin to win to bring him down. Another Mag DK comes down the stairs, realizes he's alone, decides he wants to go back up the stairs. That's not going to happen though. He's not fast enough. He's confused, caught a little out of his element, takes the spin, and he goes down. Now at this point there are only two more bodies that Thim needs to drop. Goes ahead and hones in on this first one here, realizes he is a tank, so he's not going to bother. Hop on to this magical warden healer or whatever this thing is. Doesn't really matter what it is because he's going to take a massive soul tether and he's going to die. And now on to the tank. The tank is going to do his best to stay alive, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to take a couple of surprise attacks there. Bow, couple more surprise attacks, heavy attack, surprise attack. There's another bow. Catches him with the off balance. There's the stun, there's the spin, and it's over. That is the end of Thim's clip. Coming into clip number 3, we have JMorgan on the Stamina Templar. As you can see here, he's locked in a fearsome battle with a bunch of blues as well as some fellow whatever faction he's on. I think he's yellow. They've been going at it for a while here. Goes and drops one body, just by the way, in case you guys missed it. But all of his friends are going to get wiped. He turns around, sees his friends dead on the ground. I'm sure he has an immediate oh shit moment, realizes it's time to start moving. He's got a kite. Goes ahead and gets inside the nice tight little room here. Tries to get the cow traps down, but the game doesn't work for him there. Doesn't let him get it up. But it's whatever. He finally does get it in. He's going to go ahead and come around the corner here, wait for them. He's hoping they come around so he can get the nice Dawnbreaker drop on them, but they don't, and they decide to kind of turn around and do their own thing. Doesn't matter, though. He's going to go ahead and chase them because he's got balls of absolute titanium. Back into the nice little corridor here. The nice, not corridor, little room, whatever you want to call this. Little tower. Doesn't matter. It's a room. It's tight. Everything's nice and compact. He wants to drop a Dawnbreaker on 5 guys' faces. That's the point that I'm trying to make here, and they are just not doing what he wants them to do, which I guess you can't really expect everyone to do what you want them to do all the time, but man, it would be really nice if sometimes they just would. Now at this point, the group has dispersed a little bit, and there are only 2 guys directly in front of him. He's going to go ahead and put the power of the light up on the DK here. The DK isn't going to respond too well. He's going to take an absolutely massive 14k power of the light, and he is going to just disappear from existence entirely. You'll never see him again. His family will never see him again. Literally no one will ever hear from that DK again because he was just deleted. Okay, now on to the Magic Sorcerer who is trying to get the DK up. He's going to bash the res real quick, start jabbing him, trying to put some pressure into him. The Sork is a little scared, a little afraid, tries to channel a heavy attack there, gets a mag back and then streaks away. Probably a good move. Our friend here is taking a lot of damage from range, from the snipes. Very, very annoying, so he's going to go ahead and get back inside the nice tight little room, putting a lot of pressure into this guy that is on top of him with the jabs, but he does leave the room fast enough to not quite die to it. Unfortunate, but hey, it does happen. Back into the room, just trying to stay here because this is the best spot to be with all this AoE damage that he knows he has. Almost rips the Sork in half with the heavy attack Vatashram proc there, but it wasn't quite enough. He doesn't really know who to target here at this point. He's just waiting for literally anybody to slip up, which he does find one slipping up here, unbuffed by himself, middle of nowhere. Lots of damage there, finishing him off with the nice big purifying power of the light there. I don't know what morph it is, doesn't even matter anymore. Everything's getting hybridized anyway, except for that skill. Wow, that's embarrassing. Anyway, back into the room, puts the caltrops down. One guy follows in by himself. Not a very good idea. He's going to just go ahead and jab the crap out of him, or at least he tries to, but the game's targeting is not the best, and he just doesn't land any of those jabs, even though he's looking directly at him. Gets stunned by the streak, takes a couple of snipes, some pressure from range, and now he's got to get back inside the tight little room again. I need to come up with a nickname for this thing. Let's call it the Cuddle Hut. Yeah, goes into the Cuddle Hut here, puts the caltrops down, gets the jabs up on the DK here, finally gets to use that Dawnbreaker that he's been keeping in the back pocket. He's like, hey guys, what do you think about this? They're like, we don't like that very much. And they die immediately, both of them, sending them both to the grave. Now on to the sniper, chasing him down here, just putting the jabs into him, just jabbing, because he really doesn't need to do too much more than that to bring him down, but he is taking, again, some pressure from range by multiple people and guards, and the dude he's trying to kill is just going to roll 4 or 5 times, get out of there, get out of danger. At this point, he goes ahead and heads into the tower, dropping the caltrops down behind him when a musky husky boy comes up behind him and starts putting the work into the back of his head. Doesn't like that too much, gets negated. Now he's got the defiles on him from the werewolf. That's not a whole lot of fun, but hey, the werewolf seems to be pretty squishy enough to kill at the very least. But he's got a lot of pressure on him right now, lots of bad AoE circles that he doesn't like, and the werewolf spamming fear, of course, never a good thing, so he's going to go ahead and get himself to the opposite side of the tower, again into a nice little cuddle hut here. He's going to go ahead and just set up the combo, trying to bring down the werewolf there, the musky husky boy. He's not going to be able to kill him because, again, he's getting negated, so he can't drop the ultimate or anything, and he's got 2 more guys crawling in his rear, and he's got to go ahead and get, once again, back onto the kiting, get some distance, and just make sure he's got a good opening before he really fully commits on the damage. Catches 2 of them here with the Dawnbreaker, absolutely beautiful, starting the spins, blowing them both up with the Plague Break, and then, of course, dropping a little bit of victory bags on one of those guys. Maybe they have some personal beef. Who cares? It doesn't really matter. Anyway, they both died. They got worked. It happens sometimes. Now onto the warden here, who seems to not know what healing is. Gonna go ahead and just clean him up very, very quickly. His ultimate didn't really do him much good. Major protection is strong, but it's not strong enough to keep you alive when you don't press healing buttons. Now the 2 from before are back, both the werewolf and the sorcerer. He's gonna go ahead and bring him, doing the same thing that he did before. He's gonna go ahead and get the caltrops down, get his buffs up. The werewolf's gonna just throw himself off the tower for some reason, because that always works. Lines up a good Dawnbreaker here. Here comes the smack in just a moment after a little bit of damage. Boom, bringing down the werewolf. killing him, and that's actually the end of the clip. I don't know why. I think he probably killed the sorcerer there, but I couldn't tell you because that's where the clip ends, and you guys are just going to have to make assumptions on your own. Coming on into clip number 4, we have Pelican ESO, and he's going to show us that 2H and Bow Stamblade is not quite dead. Almost catches this first guy here with a massive end cap, but unfortunately he gets just out of range enough for it to not go off, and then immediately 3 or 4 guys hop on top of Pelican, trying to take his sneakers, pulling him out of stealth, making things really, really hard for him. But Pelican's got the movement, and he knows exactly what to do in the situation, heading into the tower and just setting up a shade and getting ready for the basically the counter gank here. Comes outside, but again, someone pops the revealing flare on him. He can't go into stealth to use his main tool right there. Just absolutely pummels that guy. I don't even know what else to say about that. He catches him with the in-cap and the Clarion's proc, bringing down the first fellow that jumps on top of him, and then again back onto the kiting, up the stairs now, and just trying to stay very, very mobile, because there are a lot of guys here that he is not really going to be able to deal with without the soul tether, without the spin to win like all the other Nightblades. So he's got to be very careful, pick out the 1s and 2s here, and what do you know, Talos blesses him with one such one all by himself, by his lonesome, catches the combo, the Clarion, and he immediately goes down. Big fat in-cap here with the bow, trying to follow up with the execute to bring him down. It's okay, he decides to just go ahead and throw himself off the tower, sacrifice himself to the blood god in the name of Pelican ESO. A lot of guys congregating on top of Pelican right now with zero regard for social distancing. Catches one guy here with the surprise attack stun, and of course the Clarion's executing the back of his cranium to bring him on down. Immediately onto the fellow that is rezzing, catching him with a nice surprise attack there. He's going to go ahead and dodge roll backwards. Pelican's camera is going to go absolutely apeshit, but it doesn't matter. We hear the bow go off, we see the body after it's all over, and we know exactly what happened. So here he is, trying to pick out the next target. He's gone ahead and targeted the Mag Sork because he's the Mag Sork. He's going to be the squishiest. Catches him with a Clarion there, bringing him down to about half health. He's definitely squishy. He does put the meteor on Pelican. No, Pelican definitely does not like that. He catches the stealth reveal. Absolutely unfortunate timing there. He's going to go ahead and just get some distance, get to the back of the tower, and then shade back around, absolutely snapping all of their ankles, just disintegrating them. They're not going to make it into their 40s and still be able to walk. Catches that guy with the Clarions and the in-cap, just removing him from the equation with zero effort almost. Bashes the res, back up the stairs here, just trying to get some distance here. He doesn't want everyone to be attacking him all at the same time. Big fat bow there with the bash, getting stunned by the guard to ruin the combo, but it doesn't matter. He gets back up, immediately drops the end cap on this man's head, and then cracks his skull to pieces with the executioner. Now again, we're going to go ahead and get the buffs back up, back onto the kiting, going into cloak for an offense here, catches him with the surprise attack out of stealth and the executioner and the Clarions, bashing the res again, just staying extremely mobile. Big heavy attack into the bow there, but he does get his shields up just fast enough to not take much damage from the bow. It is what it is. Now Pelican's going to just stay here, watch these bodies, make sure he congregates mostly around this middle section. Gonna keep on getting revealed. That's a little bit annoying, but at this point it doesn't matter because Pelican's just face tanking these guys like a champion. Sees one guy at half health, decides not to pursue him because he does, like I said, want to stay on top of these guys here. Goes ahead and goes after his targeted target there, catches him with the bow with the Clarion, and breaks his skull once again with the executioner. Now up the stairs here, taking just a quick moment to get a little bit of resources back before shading down, coming in and engaging on the guy that is holding block, decides to just go ahead and back off of him. Takes the stun from the guard, again annoying, but hey, whatever, it happens all the time. Goes ahead and targets one guy here with the bow that just popped the rapid maneuver, so you know he's going to be an easy kill. Catches him with an absolutely massive combo there from stealth. Of course the Clarion, the execute, you already know just how it works. This guy is teabagging. I guess he's not actually part of this fight, and Pelican is just he's going to ignore him for just a moment, long enough to go ahead and kill the 5-star Mag Decay, or at least almost kill him. He is going to kill him in the end though. Spoilers, I'm sorry guys, I don't mean to ruin the ending of this story for you, but hey, Pelican goes ahead and decides he's had enough of that damn mage guard. He's going to go ahead and kill it because he's tired of getting negated, he's tired of getting stunned, he is just done with it. It's over, it's annoying, he doesn't want to have anything to do with that anymore. Catches this guy with an absolutely massive stun, and the Clarion and the bow, bringing him down. The Magfly tries to heal him, but it's not going to be enough, and now he decides to run because he doesn't want to throw hands with Pelican because he already knows exactly how that's going to end, and that is the end of Pelican's clip. Coming on into our 5th and final clip, we have a Ninja here on the PlayStation, whatever, 4 or 5, I really didn't ask him that many questions. Just PlayStation, okay? Anyway, he's in IC. He's on DK. He's got a very, very angry Telvar farming group on him that are not very pleased with what he's been doing. And as you can see, they are very, very justified in that because he just went ahead and destroyed that man's chin with a dizzying swing. Now, 3, 4, 5 more guys come in here. They're not happy. Again, very, very mad. They are unfortunate. They would like to speak with his manager, but little do they know he is the manager. He's going to go ahead and pull that card. He does get a nice dizzy swing there, but the guy does pop a healing ultimate, keeping him and his friends alive. So he goes ahead and pops a corrosive, trying to get a good offensive window on these guys. One big dizzy swing there, bringing one guy down very, very low health, but it's not going to be enough because there's just way too much damn pressure. So he's going to go ahead and kite back up here, get on top of this bridge, try to get some distance, maybe pull out 1 or 2 targets to get them out of the bulk of the group, so that way he can actually fight this thing. Now, one guy, he's got some massive testicles. He's going to go ahead and try to catch him with the 1v1. Doesn't last very long, though, because his friends come up here. His friends, however, are not built the same way, and immediately one gets dropped. Just fucking taking his socks. Onto the next guy. Dizzy swing. Catch him with the breath there. Finish him off. The other guy that he was having the little 1v1 with before, not healing himself, catches a dizzy swing. Couple more dizzy swings to the back of the head. Whip. Breath. Spamming the breath right now, and he's just going to go ahead and finish him off with one more breath. Now, that's just the first part of the clip, guys. He's going to go ahead and grab his Essence Thief buff there, come out here trying to find the rest of the group, going ahead and leaping this guy who is just absolutely unaware at half health, going ahead and stealing his soul, sending it straight to the afterlife, and then heading in to this building to get some good line of sight. Now, 2 or 3 guys come in, 3 guys here. They do not really know what they've gotten themselves into. One breath, accidentally killing one guy, just collateral damage there with the whip, whipping the wrong guy in the back of the head and killing him for like an 11-12k whip. I didn't even see how much it was, but it hurt. This guy's going to take a lot of dots here. Big dizzy swing, followed up by the leap and a whip there, trying to bring him down, but he does go into werewolf and he doesn't die. That is my least favorite thing in the world, but hey, it happens. Transformation ultimates just kind of be how they do. They go burr. Now on to the Nightblade here, who's spamming snipe at close range, dizzy swing, whip. You already know exactly how that was going to end, and it's not well for the Nightblade. However, it is quite fantastic for Ninja. Now he's going to have a little 1v1 with the werewolf. The werewolf is just being annoying, doing the stay alive thing, when another Nightblade comes up behind him, once again sniping him at point blank range. Gonna catch him here with the dizzy swing, just trying to capitalize on it when he does get stunned by the bow, and he's taking a bow ultimate. Now that does not feel very good. He's gonna go ahead and kite behind a wall, get his heals up, turn around here. He's got more people coming on inside, so he's gonna go ahead and pop the corrosive. Perfect choice here, popping the breath on this guy, hit him in the back of the head with a whip, couple of breaths here trying to bring him down, dizzy swing, there's the stun, killing him with the light attack, dodge rolling on through here and looking for the Nightblade. He's found the Nightblade, but now there's a few more guys coming inside, so he's got to get on to the legs here. He's got to start moving because he doesn't know how many more are going to show up. Fortunately for him, it's not that many. It's just 3 guys right now. The werewolf doesn't have much damage. These 2 snipers are both hitting at point blank range, and they're not really hitting all that hard, so they're not much of a threat. He's going to go ahead and catch this guy, try to get him with the dizzy swing, says screw it, and just goes ahead and hit him with the whip, or the leap, and try to get him with the whip, but he does miss, and he does get stunned by the knockback there. He's just going to go ahead and finish him off with the breath, as he's trying to get away, he's trying to roll, it doesn't matter. Breath's going to go through all that, he's going to catch him. Now, he's got 3 guys still, because another one has come to replenish the ranks here. We've got the werewolf, we've got still another Nightblade, and now we have a Magic and Necro. Magic and Necro is never a good thing to be hit by, because those blast bones really do hurt. Doesn't matter though, we're going to go ahead and catch the Nightblade there with the collateral damage. Magcrow's going to run away with about 2 health and immediately die due to a noodle to the back of the head. It's a very embarrassing thing to have written on your gravestone, but sometimes it do just kind of be like that. Now we've got 3 guys still. I don't know where they're all coming from, but they just keep on multiplying like rabbits. So he's going to do the one and only thing he really can do, and that is going to be to stay mobile. He has to stay moving at all times, because if he does not move, he will die. If he sits too still for too long, he will take a lot of burst, he will take a lot of pressure, and he will just not be able to make it home to his wife and kids. And we already know how that goes. Now he's located himself a nice low health Nightblade here, but he's going to go ahead and save the ultimate just to make sure he uses it to its utmost capabilities here, not being too trigger happy there. And as you can see, it probably paid off, because there was a Warden healing ultimate there, so he might have lost the opportunity there. He's got the corrosive. He goes ahead and pops it, tries to bring down one guy here, catches him with the beautiful dizzy swing into the whip dodge roll animation cancel there. Heading back inside the building now, brings one Nightblade down real low with the breath spam, finishes him off with the leap. Now he's got two more guys hanging out at very low health. Gonna go ahead and crack one guy's chin there with the dizzying swing. Sees one guy outside, but the guy outside decides he doesn't want to be a part of this because he knows his friend can handle it. Now he's going to pressure the warden here, but he's not going to quite kill him. I think he probably could have killed him if he just would have pressed the whip button again, but he's being very smart with his whips. He's making sure to stack them to make sure he gets as much damage as possible, and I can't fault him for that. Now there's a Dark Convergence here. I'm pretty sure that's an enemy Dark Convergence. I think. I can't tell anymore. It doesn't matter. He's going to go ahead and bleep, bring down the one guy there with the whip to the noodle there. Whip him on the nose. He's going to turn around here. Focus on the warden that is still alive. There is the dizzy swing. Another dizzy swing. Blowing him up with the Batishram proc. Turning around to join his Nightblade friend to kill the final werewolf. And that is going to be the end of Ninja's clip. And with the end of that clip, guys, that is actually going to be the end of the video. What you're watching right now is a little bit of bonus footage from Sexual Tension, a friend of mine in the Discord. Basically, he's just doing some trolling on Warden, so enjoy that while I do the little outro here. If you guys liked this, don't you worry, because we've got more and more crazy clips coming next week and the week after that, forever and ever, until the day that I stop breathing, or until the game does. So, I don't know what's going to happen first. Really could be either at this point. Anyway, guys, don't forget to go over to the YouTube community page to vote on who you guys think should win this week, because we need to have a nice, beautiful, democratic process here, because why have the right to vote if you're not going to use it, you know what I mean? Also, if you enjoyed the video, please, it means so much to me if you gave it a thumbs up. That helps out with the algorithm a whole lot, and it means way more than you know. And if you really like the content, or if you really like me, I also have YouTube memberships, and I have Patreon, so if you want to super support me because you love me, or just because you're financially irresponsible, I would super appreciate either of those things. Not a requirement, but it is an option. And yeah, guys, that's it. That's all I've got for you. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic, amazing, beautiful, wonderful, blessed day. I love you. I'm gonna leave. Kuro out. Mwah.
You get me to the altar. I could follow you.